They died for a photograph. Xin Wu climbed to the top of a skyscraper in Hong Kong on July 26, 2017. He had 15,000 followers on Instagram. He stood at the edge of a 62-story building trying to capture the perfect selfie. He held his phone up, smiled, and fell. 200 meters below, no one could take his final photo. But the story doesn't end here, because Xin wasn't the first person to die for social media, and he definitely wouldn't be the last. This video tells the real stories of people who lost their lives for a like, a follower, a viral moment. Because sometimes, the deadliest thing isn't behind the camera, it's in front of it. Wu Yongning's story is more tragic than Xin Wu's, because Wu wasn't just an influencer, he was China's roof-topping king. On November 8, 2017, Wu Yongning arrived at the Huayuan Hua Center in Changsha. The 62-story building stood 225 meters tall. Wu was 26 years old and preparing to perform his most dangerous stunt yet. Wu had over 60,000 followers on Weibo. His videos had millions of views. He hung from skyscrapers by his fingertips, did pull-ups on building edges, and performed handstands on narrow beams hundreds of meters high. But Wu did this for money. His mother was sick and needed medical treatment. His girlfriend, Jin Jin, was expecting a marriage proposal. Wu had promised her they would get married soon, but the bills were overwhelming. A sponsor offered him 100,000 yuan for a single video, about $15,000. All Wu had to do was climb the Huayuan Hua Center and do pull-ups from the roof's edge. He'd done this hundreds of times before on other buildings. This time would be no different. Wu gripped the edge of the building and lowered himself over the side. His fingers wrapped around the ledge and he began his pull-ups. The camera recorded everything. 1, 2, 3. Every movement was perfect. Then, Wu tried to pull himself back onto the roof. But he couldn't. That's when he knew something was wrong. His muscles weren't responding. Fatigue had set in faster than expected. He hung there for 15 seconds. His fingers began to slip because he couldn't get a better grip. His arms shook from the strain. Then he fell. The camera captured him dropping out of frame. He descended 45 feet before landing on a terrace below. A window washer discovered his body the next morning. Wu Yongning's final video was never posted, but his story revealed social media's darkest truth. Some people are willing to die to go viral. Sofia Cheung was a 32-year-old woman living in Hong Kong. She wasn't a professional influencer, but she loved Instagram. On weekends, she'd go on nature hikes with friends, take landscape photos and share them. On Sunday, July 10, 2022, Sofia and her friends went to Hapag Lai Waterfall. The waterfall was one of Hong Kong's most popular selfie spots. The water was flowing beautifully. The weather was perfect. It was a perfect day. Sofia approached the rocks near the water. This would make a great shot, she told her friends. She took out her phone and started looking for the best angle. She tried 1, 2, 3 positions, but none of them were good enough. She needed to get closer. She needed to shoot from the edge. Sofia moved to the very edge of the rocks. Her feet were on slippery moss. Her balance was shaky, but she didn't care. Perfect angle, she whispered. She extended her phone. Her finger was about to touch the screen. Then, she slipped. She fell 5 meters into the water below. Her head struck a large rock. She disappeared beneath the water. Her friends screamed. They ran to the rocks. They looked into the water but couldn't see Sofia. The flowing water had dragged her under a rock. Emergency services arrived 30 minutes later. Divers entered the water and found Sofia's body. But it was too late. She had a severe skull fracture. There was brain hemorrhaging. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Sofia's phone was still in her hand. On the screen was a half-taken selfie, a smiling face, a blurry background, and then nothing. Her friends later wrote something on Sofia's Instagram story. "Rest in peace, our beautiful soul. We will never forget you." The post received 45,000 likes, but Sofia would never see it. In 2019, a trend started in India. It was called the Train Track Challenge. People filmed themselves jumping away from train tracks at the last second. It was going viral on TikTok. getting millions of views. 17-year-old Anand Rajput wanted to try it. On April 15, 2019, Anand and two friends went to the railroad tracks near Agra. They took out their phone, turned on the camera, and placed it on the tracks. The plan was simple. A train would come, they'd jump at the last second, capture a perfect video, and go viral. Thousands of people had done it. This time would work too. A train whistle sounded in the distance. The train was approaching. Anand stood right in the middle of the tracks. His friends watched from the side. Everyone was ready. The train got closer. The engine noise grew louder. The ground was shaking. Anand smiled. He waited and waited longer. Then he tried to jump, but his foot caught. He hit something between the railway stones. He stumbled. He fell. The train slammed on the brakes, but a train traveling at 80 kilometers per hour can't stop instantly. The conductor blasted the horn. Sparks flew. Metal screeched. It was too late. The train ran over an end. His friends screamed. The phone's camera recorded everything. For 5 seconds, the screen only showed black. Then, the camera showed a pair of feet on the ground, motionless. Anand Rajput died at the scene. He was 17 years old. He hadn't finished high school yet. He was waiting to go to university. His family saw him not as someone who went viral, but in a body bag. And the video? His friends deleted it. But by that time, 50,000 people had already watched it. Comments were filled with, "R.I.P. So sad. May God have mercy." But a week later, another teenager was filming another video on another train track. Because the internet forgets. But death doesn't forget. 3 stories, 3 lives, 3 photos that were never worth it. Yongning fell 225 meters for $15,000 he never received. Sofia Cheung slipped on moss for a photo she never posted. Anand Rajput stumbled on tracks for 50,000 views he never saw. If you want to see more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions for the next video in the comments below.